I can't look back, it's too late now. My days are hours and I don't know how, but I believe the great is still yet to come. I won't stop fighting, man, until I'm done. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Ball. I'm your host, Bob Cardia. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hopefully you didn't have too much turkey. I know I probably gained a few more pounds than I wanted to. But anyway, as always, if you like what we're doing, please smash that subscribe button. Comment, I love the Breakfast Ball, and you'll be in the drawing for a Starbucks gift card for sure. Today, also, just again, you can see we have our holiday package stuff here on the corner. If you're interested in getting a nice little gift package for someone that you love for the holidays, we have at the South Jersey Golf Schools holiday packages that include golf balls and tees and ball markers and lessons, all at a discounted rate. So please, if you're interested in that, I'll hop on that. And Rutgers University, we're having our social on Wednesday night at Valari's Lakeside Restaurant in Sicklerville. So if you're interested in attending that, it's I guess 3 hours of food, open bar, and supporting the Rutgers University at Camden golf team. Anyway, today we're talking about accepting things where they are. I had a very fruitful conversation meeting this morning with a good friend of mine, and we were talking about the psychology of people, the psychology of sport, psychology of life, and it was a great conversation. I'm currently reading a book by Eckhart Tolle. I think Eckhart Tolle, however you pronounce his last name. Bestseller, recommended by Oprah Winfrey and the whole 9 yards, called The Power of Now. And basically the book refers to staying in the present, which is something that I was driven home to me, maybe 20 years ago, at least, by Dr. Bob Rotella in the book Golf is Not a Game of Perfect. And it talks about, nothing that happened 10 seconds ago you can control or you can't change it. And nothing that happens 10 seconds from now is worth worrying about, because you don't know what that next 10 seconds is going to bring. And I'm reading The Power of Now right now, and it's interesting. You have to understand with any book like that, it's the author's interpretation based upon their exploration of whatever it is, the Bible, anything. I guess the Quran for Islamic people and whatnot. Spiritualism, and when you read it all makes perfect sense as to life, because if you go in with expectations for things and they don't happen the way you want them to in sport or in life, there is a tendency where that you can get upset by that. You can get, your feelings can be hurt. But if you live, in appreciation for life right now in the present, just happy to be alive and realize that you can't control what others do. You can't control the elements. You can't control, what happens around you, and you just appreciate every moment as you have it, as just a being in life. It makes you more at peace, or as they say in I guess some Zen cultures and whatnot, more centered. And as you read those pages, you think to yourself, dang, like that's right. I mean, especially in a sport like golf, where things can happen that are, as they call rub of the green, beyond your control. Like when things happen, let's just do it in a simple sense, like spilling a cup of coffee. You ever have a morning where you're nervous, you had something big in the day, and you spill a cup of coffee, and it just only happens to me, or I can't, you internalize it, whereas, if you just accept it happened and move on in the moment, it's probably a much more healthy, much more calming, much more centered approach. But here's the thing, and I've had this conversation many times with many players and many people over my life, is, yeah, Bob, that sounds great, but it's hard to do, right? As nature and human beings, in relationships, I know, like with Thanksgiving, the holiday over the weekend, like if somebody, in a family does something that clearly would upset most people, and there's really no acknowledgement of it, like, getting upset or getting your feelings hurt or bent out of shape about it really is not going to do you any good. It's not going to change it. And if others don't recognize it, well then, nothing you're going to do to change that either. So it doesn't make it less hurtful or less, of a problem, but the way you deal with it. Again, we talked about stoicism recently too. It's crazy. Like the people that I've been reading over the years, my Les Browns, my Tony Robbins, any of these guys, all your major motivational speakers that are out there now. If you read Stoicism, it's like this is stuff from thousands of years ago. They basically, it's the same thing. It's not, in golf, in life, it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it. So, when you approach a practice plan in golf, or you approach a plan for life, or, a game plan for, the actual golf course, or a game plan for a long-term strategy, you have to understand, folks, that excuse my language, shit is going to happen, okay? It's how you deal with it. It's how you, whether you internalize it or you just accept it. So anyway, I guess my fundamental point, I've made this point a lot over the past few weeks, is you have to accept, and you have to move on, and the best thing you could probably do is probably just try to stay in the present. Don't try to give with expectations of getting something back. Again, easy to do, but not always easy to implement. You give a lot of your time and effort to a game, and you play poorly, that could hurt you. But you have to understand, as I said to a few guys on my team, last season, you look at a map and you say, where is Success USA? And when there is no Success USA, you realize it's a journey. Life, golf, it is all just a journey. Anyway, thought I'd share my 10 cents on that today, being back from Thanksgiving. And again, if you want, lessons and holiday packages, South Jersey Golf Schools, please, feel free to contact us online or stop in at the Big Swing Golf Center. We'll be happy to take care of that. And again, the Rutgers, fundraiser is on Wednesday, December 3rd. So please, if you can make it, it's supporting, one of our local treasures. We're, I guess, 8 or 9 time national championship appearances. If you could come out for that, that would be wonderful. And again, if you comment, I love the breakfast ball, you're eligible to receive a free Starbucks gift card that we mail out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, I look forward to seeing you guys in the near future. If you need me, you can send us an email at South Jersey Golf Schools. And as always, keep them straight and stay in the present. Glass of bourbon, ha. My bourbon, ha. My bourbon, ha. Alcohol. There's no great story ever started with, I'll have a salad.